eat, sleep, stand in the field, milk, eat, sleep, stand in the field, milk. This was my life, the life of a cow. Pretty repetitive, isn't it? I mean, I was okay with it, but it became a little monotonous. Let me try to rephrase all that. Let me try to make this sound a bit more interesting. Ready? I would eat, then I would sleep, and then I would get up and stand in the field to eat again. Then I would be milked. After that, I would eat, fall asleep at night, and do the same thing the next morning. Does that sound better? I know, it still sounds boring, doesn't it? Okay, let me give it one more try before I introduce myself. Here we go. Last try. Once the beautiful morning sun showed its shiny face, a new day began. The wonderful life of the cow waiting in the barn was extended by yet another opportunity to reshape the world around her. Delicious fresh blades of grass were waiting, as it were, to be devoured by the herbivore, and become the nutritious resource they were meant to be. The courageous cow stepped forward and faced the initial stages of the summer heat, pretending to not care about the tedious routine she was bound to be thrown at. She bent over and opened her mouth while reaching for her next meal. The blades were scrunched to pieces by her targeting teeth. Her stomach stopped growling, and her countenance shone with satisfaction as she betook herself to her resting quarters to lie down after being milked by the diligent farmer who had taken care of her for years. That sounds a lot more intriguing, doesn't it? Okay, fine, I won't bother you with all these difficult descriptive words. The point is that I did nothing else. My purpose was to sleep, eat, and be milked. The rest didn't matter. But I wanted it to matter, and I was a little frustrated about my narrow perspective. Simply said, I wanted more. I wanted to experience life. I mean, don't get me wrong. The farmer was nice. He always took care of me, cleaned up the, stinky stuff that I left on the field, and he made sure that grass would grow there at all times. My life was definitely something to be jealous of. That is, if wild cows would get jealous, but I don't know if they do. Before I forget, my name is Milky, and I will tell you the story of what happened when I was at the cow show. That's right, I said the cow show. It became #1. Okay, I won't get ahead of myself, because a lot of people were confused what happened in the factory I was that night. But I know the truth, the real truth, not the false truth. Well, you get it, don't you? And the funny thing was that it was exactly what I dreamt about. Fine, almost exactly, but close enough. It was a dream that came true.